Hello and welcome to this extremely disappointing episode of DWN Productions THC podcast, sponsored by Fast Custom Shirts here at BOYGOB.com. Now, with 70% more dryness.
Yeah, and it's depressing
Joe,
here. I'll tell you something, Tom. This episode is dedicated to all those teachers that thought I would never amount to anything. Here I am on a podcast, listened to by how many listeners did we get last week, Tom?
3.5.
3.5. Take
Halfway, yeah, halfway through, one gentle fellow hung himself.
that. Take that, teachers.
So,
or maestras
resting in
in
power.
Spanish, because it is Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you.
Half a month.
Yeah, half a month.
It kind of blends.
It's really fucked up. It's really yeah, because it goes into shit that people like make up, like women in horror.
Hey, that's real.
Yeah, it's
Don't
a
you
real
mock
thing.
that.
It's really stupid. Is what it is. But anyway, we'll get to. No, we won't.
Created
Because I don't think
holiday.
there's any. No, there is women in the Gamera movie that we're going to talk about later. But we'll get to that.
Shit.
We'll get to that.
We
Tom,
will.
how was your week, man?
Joe. It was a fucking busy one. Real long night last night. Just busy with Halloween and shit coming up. Not looking forward to this week. Tomorrow should be an easier day, but during the middle of the week we got one of those old appointments we got to go to that just not looking forward to. So we'll see. I always get a little stressed out around this time, but that's the story of my life, Joe.
I guess I should share, like, hey, we're live or whatever.
Good luck figuring it out, dude. I've been trying to share shit on Facebook to like the fucking podcast page and shit, and it'll say you can't share this or some shit. Like I gotta completely turn over to that page or some shit. It's fucking garbage. I know I tried last time to do it, but I didn't have any luck. Maybe when if you get yours figured out, I can look at mine and hopefully a little tinkle will shoot out. You know what I'm saying?
Posted it. I think it's posted, Tom. I think I shared it. And now we're gonna have so many people joining the chat. Probably not. But
I just clicked on mine. It said Facebook is updating, so go fuck yourself. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. Well, now it's loading and the fucking phone's probably going to blow up in my goddamned hand. But yeah, man, it's Halloween, so it's just busy going around here. I wish things were going a little smoother with the business side, but you know, it's just how it is. Hopefully it'll all work out. It'd be nice if I didn't have to deal. That's why I worked for myself, Joe, and started my own business because I thought it would be less headaches. I was wrong.
No,
Dead
you were definitely wrong. It is yeah. I just
more headaches, you see.
I just had that conversation with the wife, and yeah, it's a conversation I've had before, and it seems to be a conversation I keep having. It's like, hey, yeah, you know, whatever. Yeah, not.
And what conversation would this be, Joe?
About running the business. How, like, fuck yeah, you know, I love doing it. I love having my own business gig, but goddamn, can something go right once in a while? You know, can I get, you know, at least like 2 months of things, you know, progressing instead of something just coming and kicking my ass back down into the ground and showing me what a fucking piece of shit I am and how I made wrong decisions my whole life. But, you know, whatever.
The answer? No. No, it can't, Joe.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. I'm just, small talking here, trying to figure out how to share this because it keeps wanting to share to the fucking
Well, at least Geeky
Uh,
Hoodie saw that I shared it, so he's on here. Thanks a lot, Geeky Hoodie, for following. You're the one guy that listens to this show. I think.
I appreciate it. Yeah, it keeps wanting to go to the goddamned podcast page.
Yeah, the shit that I don't know.
This
No,
update
what you
is
need to do, Tom, is go to your page, like your personal page, find mine and share that.
all right. Hold on. That's what we're
Yeah,
doing.
yeah,
Oh, cripes. Boy, I tell you what,
yeah.
I can't wait to be eaten by worms.
Facebook, you can go to blazes, as they used to say in the comic books, because they couldn't say go to hell, so they would say
Say,
go to blazes.
HE double hockey sticks.
Mm-hmm.
I seen a lot of people posting about watching bootlegs of the new Munsters movie by
Yeah, I saw
Rob
that
Zombie.
today. I guess
It's
it's
like
streaming somewhere.
it is not. I guess it's on the torrents or something like that. But
Well, that's what I meant. It's
gotcha.
it's in the theaters.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
just
give a
think
shit
people
enough.
have enough bullshit going on in their lives that they want to watch a fucking Rob Zombie
Yeah,
movie.
so for me, it was like hard enough to fucking sit down and watch a Gamera movie. But,
We'll get to that.
yeah, we will. Um, yeah. What the fuck was I talking about? I don't know. This is
Failing at life.
yes, yes. Failing at life, failing at life. So
Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
was thinking the other day, it was yesterday, because I was talking to a buddy on just how everything goes wrong. And I was thinking in my head, it's just like, motherfucker, do I know anybody that shit's going right for them? Is that just the people that I'm attracted to? A bunch of people who just get shit piled on them every fucking day. And oh, I think there's only maybe 3 people in the world who life is going well for, Joe. And there are 2, because that guy just died. He was the happiest person.
I'm so happy. Oh.
Oh, I can feel death's warm embrace.
So
Single
that's the
tear
thing.
rolls
Like,
down
just
his
once you
cheek.
do have it together and things are going good for you, that's it. You're done. All right.
Yeah, that's what happened to me last summer. I was just, oh yeah, shit's going pretty well. For the first time in my life, things going all right.
Yeah.
One of these days, but probably not. Probably not, Joe.
Fuck.
Yeah, I was in the shop working last night and everything was going wrong. Everything. That's all right. That's all right.
I fucked
Just
up a
like, oh
lot of
yeah,
this weekend. You know.
this
Yeah, it's just like everything I pulled off the press and looked at it. That's fucking crooked. That's a
well, now
double
you can
press.
discount it to $10.
Eh. Yeah. Yeah, whatever. But anyway, this is a fucking movie show. Like, we talk about movies and other stuff. We talk about boxes and things. So, Tom, speaking about boxes, the last film in the All the Haunts BR's box set is a
Oh
big
my
documentary. And
god.
actually, it's the first film. But remember, I decided to watch this one last because it had a lot of films that are in the box set, and I didn't want them ruined. But
So this was the headliner that the box set is based around.
this is the documentary called Woodlands Dark and Days Bewitched.
All right, well
And
that's
this is
just a
a
shitty name.
documentary about folk horror. Folk horror.
I'm
And
more of a rural horror guy
they
myself.
actually talk about the origin of the name folk horror. So it's not new like I thought. It goes back for a while, but very few people used it. It's just like I guess film elitists used it. And now it's very commonplace because everybody thinks they're a film elitist. Everybody thinks they're, but yeah, I would like you said, I would like Severin to put out an urban horror box set. Yes, let's see that. And they will.
I think that's more of what is it, a Xenon Pictures release.
Yeah, probably. But this documentary, it clocks in at like a little over 3 hours. So it's long as fuck, but it's good. It covers the genre, if you will, the urban horror, no, not urban horror, not the folk horror genre. And it not only talks about, the films that are in the box, it talks about a lot of the bigger films, the ones that we all know, like
They
the
couldn't get.
right, that you couldn't get because they've been got for a long time. And it talks about like a lot of other shit that I haven't heard of. But then again, it covers films that are in the box that I told you before. Like, this is not an urban horror or a fucking rule or what the fuck, folk horror. This is not a folk horror. Just because they had a dream that like they're out in the fucking field or whatever, that doesn't make it folk horror. So it's a little deceptive, and they try to make like little excuses for it. It's all these talking heads, like a lot of British folk, of course, that they talk to, right? Because
they talk about the Queen.
No, they don't. She was, I guess, alive at the time that this came out. But there are some queens that do talk about folk horror in this, and they give their perspective. Okay, all right.
What did they sound like?
British, Tom, very British. I don't know, but the thing is, they talk about some movies that are just not good. Like Jughead. You ever see Jughead, Tom?
Maybe.
Or Jugface?
Is that like the cover where it looks like an old worn out picture with some skinny broad on it?
Yes. Yeah.
I've seen the image.
That movie was lousy. Okay, so they talk about that movie, and the director is one of the dudes that they talk to. It's like, because he's an authority on folk horror since he made a shitty movie that sucked. But I don't know. But it is a good documentary. It is, it
even with that piece of shit on it.
Yeah, even with that, we talked to him for like 5 minutes or whatever. But yeah, that movie sucked. But yeah, what the hell? Oh, the All the Haunts Be Ours set, I would say it's a 50-50 run. I still got 2 things to do. I got to listen to the audio book that came with it and read the book, the slim book that came with it. And looking through it, there's a few people that I know are pretentious about their views on films. So I'm looking forward to reading their pretentiousness and just, talking shit about it in a couple of weeks. But overall, I mean, there's some good shit in there. There's some shit that doesn't qualify for folk horror in that set. It's a mixed bag. I don't know. I'm glad I have it, I guess. I don't know.
If you're interested and can find it at 50% off, that's what it sounds
definitely.
like.
Fuck yeah, definitely. And they did have that sale not too long ago, and it was at 50% off. So if you got it then, hey, kudos to you. That's the way to go.
So build a time machine, you fat-titted idiot. Yes. Maybe they'll have it on their African-American Friday sale. I don't know what that would be. Severin-films.com. What did I watch, Joe?
Geeky's talking about rural horrors. Those are great. Rural horrors. What did you watch, Tom?
I watched this one, Joe. Hack-O-Lantern. Have you heard of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. You ever seen it?
Nope.
Okay, so this is a Halloween themed movie about a satanic cult, and it was made by an Indian gentleman who didn't speak English. And I guess halfway through shooting the movie, he fell over a log and broke a bunch of bones. So he was like off the movie for a little while, and the cameraman just took over and directed the shit. All that mess being said, it's pretty entertaining, Joe. I wouldn't call it a good movie by any means, but I think you would get a kick out of it. Uh yeah, it's a good fun piece of shit. It for some reason they decided the dream sequence they'd have would be a music video. So this like fucking maybe 40-ish year old guy who's supposed to be playing the teenagers fantasizing about being in a rock and roll music video. Oh, and my favorite part about this movie, because I fucking love seeing it on pictures. You know, people can't see it. This is the classic devil horns thing that Dio fucking created and all that shit. But you know, you'll see people do that, the whole I love you thing, and that's what they do throughout this fucking movie in their little satanic cult. They're all throwing up the I love yous and then they'll touch their little digits together. It's fucking hilarious because you know goddamn well he's just a confused foreigner that doesn't know what's going on. The commentary track, they said like, yeah, he didn't even understand what the hell Halloween was. He just kept throwing like Indian influenced shit in it because that was his vision and what he wanted to do. It's a real fucking weird movie, but there's a bunch of pumpkins in it, so that was a plus, Joe. I know how much of a fan you are of chest pumpkins, so there is any chance they had to throw those in there, they did. I think you'd get a kick out of it if you're looking for a bad Halloween spooktacular movie this year. I would definitely give Hack O Lantern a watch. I liked it
Yeah.
so much. I went and bought the Blu-ray.
So anybody else looking for this movie, I would say torrent it. Don't buy the movie or anything. Just torrent the movie. You can find it out there easily. And that's what I would do. And that's what you should do
I
too.
wouldn't. I would
No,
not. I
because
would.
he already has it. He already has it, but yeah.
I would say go the legal way and go to Tubi.tv.
No, I wouldn't. I would just like torrent that. You know, whoever is distributing that movie, I'd say fuck them. But
Oh
that's just
shit.
me. That's
Why
just
would
me.
you say this, Joe?
You know, that's just me, Tom.
Why? What are
So
your friends at
now, have you seen the movie The Innocents, Tom? Well, I hadn't either, and I thought, well, fuck, you know, this is just another adaptation of Henry James' classic novel, Innocents, where
Come on, hold on.
a lady
We gotta go back, Joe.
is hired, you know, to be a governess in this house, and there's two kids that are haunting the house. Now, this is a movie about kids that are in Scandinavia or Norwegia or one of those countries, and these kids like one little girl and her sister. Her sister's got like autism, but like super
Oh
autism.
shit, she
Or
knows
she's
predator
super
technology.
Yeah, the predators are gonna come get her. And there's this Indian kid, and he can do telekinesis, you know.
And he grew up to direct Hack-O-Lantern.
And there's this other kid, I don't know what ethnicity she is, but she's got that skin disease where, you know, part of her skin is all like whitish and stuff.
Vitiligo.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. And but they start, you know, like when they're together, like their powers are like amplified.
When
And
our powers combine.
but that one Indian kid, he's a piece of shit. He just wants to hurt people with his powers. And even before he had his powers amplified, he was like killing cats and doing bad shit to whatever. I mean, so it's a whole thing with like this one little girl that she's a piece of shit too, but she learns, man, I gotta not be a piece of shit because I got an autism sister, and like she's got powers, and I gotta help her not to be a piece of shit like this guy. And it's fucking crazy, man. It's a good movie. It like, holy shit. If it was made in 2002, it would be my movie of the year, but it's not because nothing fucking comes out at the time that I watch it.
What if it was made in 2022?
2022 also. That would be even better. But yeah, this is a great movie. And
are you sure this one wasn't released in the US this year? Because now that you're talking, it
was.
I think I heard a review for that this year.
Yeah. So it's
I'm
my
pretty
number
sure
one.
Now that you're saying
number one on my list right now.
You might want to check that for US release date.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll do that. Because we are living in the USA. Living in the USA.
But are we really living, Joe, or are we just exist?
We're just fucking here. We are here.
Yep.
But I recommend this movie. It is a bit harsh, like I said, and I know some of the people listening to the show are big pussies. So you may not want to watch it. It may hurt your sensitive sensibilities. But for those of you that are real fucking horror fans, watch it. If you're a real horror. If not, just don't fucking talk to me.
If you laugh at rape, this is the movie for you.
There's no rape in this one.
No, you're just talking about being a hardcore horror fan. And rape's pretty horrific, Joe.
It is. But hey,
No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know what hole you're trying to dig
what
deeper.
You watch?
I watched this release from the fine folks at Massacre Video, Joe. Have you heard of them?
Mm-hmm.
I heard some of their commentary. They seem like nice fellows.
I'm sure you did. Yeah, I'm sure you get along with them, Tom.
So we both like movies?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait till we're done recording.
Sulabotomy's on here. Fuck yeah, first time Sulabotomy's on here.
Hey, congrats to you for making it.
Yeah.
I'll only do it if Joe is also on the commentary track as well. So keep your eyes out. However,
and your ears.
If you'd like to pay us a couple bucks each to record a commentary track for a movie of your choosing, feel free to hit either one of us up and we will think about it. Or don't. But do it. I'll definitely, if you throw me some money, record a commentary track on whatever movie you'd like. Joe, I can't speak for him, but I'm sure if the price is right, he would too.
Yeah, I would talk some shit about some movie or some movie company or whatever if the price is right.
Oh, what? You got anything to say about Massacre Video for $30?
Not anything good.
All right, what about Tree Fitty?
Tree Fitty, the rapper?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
Joe, have you ever heard of a movie called Jack vs. Lanterns?
No, I think you're making this shit up, Tom.
It's not, Joe. Jack vs. Lanterns is a fine film released by our friends at Wild Eye Releasing, Joe.
Wild Eye. That makes sense. But you know what? Despite what people say about Wild Eye, at least they're fucking honest people. You know? They might not take in a lot of money, but they're going to pay out the people they owe money to.
Not like those other guys at who is this distributed by? Anyways, Joe, Jack versus Lanterns. This is a no budget garbage backyard movie, but I kind of enjoyed it. It reminded me a lot of Suburban Sasquatch, a movie I didn't really care for, but it has that feel to it. Shit. The only real pumpkins in this movie get smashed with an axe. Like they're supposed to be the people's heads. Like supposedly people's heads get transformed into pumpkins, but it's really just like a bunch of pieces of duct tape formed together in the shape of a pumpkin and spray painted orange. Like I should fucking hate this movie so goddamn much for being a mockery to pumpkins and Halloween in general. Cause I mean they're just using like off the fucking rack garbage pumpkin masks and shit. Like it is so cheap.
Well, I
And
think you will hate this
so
movie, Tom, because I think when you watch it again, you're going to be in a different mindset. Right now, you're a little fucked up. You're a little insane in the head, and no, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about where your head's at. So when you watch this again, you're going to think, "Fuck these guys," But right
well,
now,
Joe,
like this isn't so bad, you know.
this isn't so bad. I'm a retarded person.
Yeah.
Well, that's where you're wrong, Joe, because I don't think I'll ever watch this one again. It was a one and done. I think, well, I probably fucking smoked a bowl before I fucking watched it and shit. But I mean, it's just so insulting to fucking pumpkins. Like the fucking paper mache bullshit heads just look like fucking nut sacks and shit. But it's so bad you gotta laugh at it. Towards the end, like the last 15 or so minutes, these two fucking ladies show up and they actually bring some energy and a little bit of acting to the movie. So that I mean they help it a little bit. It's like as the movie gets on, it slowly and slowly and slowly gets better. But it's like when garbage dries out, and it's hot and wet, it stinks a lot. But when it dries out, the smell kind of evaporates and changes a little less potent. It's still fucking garbage, but towards the end, it's not hot, wet, stinky garbage like it was in the beginning. It's the old dog shit analogy. Dry to wet, as they say. In the end, it's still dog shit, Joe. But I mean, I had fun laughing at it and shit. Maybe you will too. This one is also on Tubi.
I don't think I'll be
So
watching this one either, Tom.
no, this one's not for you, Joe.
Like
Maybe
The
on a
Innocent,
shit
it's not for
fest, but
you, because this
yeah,
got
no.
production value. It's got good acting. It's not something you would want to watch.
Yeah, no, I don't want to watch any killer kids and trying to hurt each other's brothers and sisters. I don't need that, Joe.
Autistic sisters.
So I don't laugh at rape. That ain't something I do, Joe. So the
Oh,
innocence is
bullshit. I mean,
definitely not for
that's
me.
all you were watching for a while. You were
Well,
like,
man rape, that's different.
oh,
But
okay.
not the rape of a
Tom
woman.
thinks
That's
that's
horrible.
funny.
Yeah.
Kaiju rape is funny. We'll get to that.
No, I stopped reading that Kaiju Max series, Joe.
Shit's good.
If you like to giggle at rape, I guess. Shoot. So would you watch Jack vs. Lanterns?
That's it all I fucking watched.
Is it?
I didn't watch a whole lot, Tom.
Why? Spending your time on better things?
Yeah. Working.
Like what?
Trying to earn a buck. Trying. Gamera, 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 you're so strong. Gamera, you're so strong.
So, Joe, did you watch any extremely cold, breathy movies lately?
So what was this called? Gamera versus what?
You
What was
know it.
this?
Say it.
No, what was it called?
What was it called, Joe?
I don't know. Guiron?
Something. I thought I was saying it right all these years. Nope. Now, after
How,
watching this movie, I'm still not sure how to fucking
how do you say it?
it. Guiron!
Right. Gamera versus a guy run, a guy run.
He's the evil beast, though. I know that.
Yeah, but is it really versus him? I mean, yeah, Gamera fights him. Fuck. Take a shot.
Remember how they kept calling him Gamera, and now they
Yeah.
just started calling him Gamera?
Gamera!
Fucking
So
idiots.
every time, if you take a shot, every time they say Gamera, you're gonna fucking be dead. Watching, like, this is, man, these movies suck, Tom. Like, Gamera fucking sucks. So again, just like the
I
last
thought
movie,
this was the most entertaining one that we've watched so far, but I have
just
to
like the
preface
last one,
this.
we've got a Jap kid and his white buddy that hang out together, right?
Again, that is because AIP financed some of it and said the only way that we're going to do this is if you put a fucking honky in the movie.
Okay,
So
but
they took the money and added the cracker kid.
like they're thinking like, well, shit, you know, like we're looking for aliens, and Japan thinks there's no aliens, even though last movie there was a whole fucking alien invasion, right? There was a whole beach ball
Yes, there
UFO,
was.
right? And
Because
Gamera
they had the glowing eyes too.
is Gamera not an alien? I don't know.
I think he came from hell because remember in the first one the ground split open and he came up from the depths. So I think
Okay.
Gamera is a hell monster.
So in this one, a UFO lands on Earth. These two kids go get on it. The UFO,
It's like an intergalactic mousetrap.
yeah, the UFO takes off back to this planet where there's miniatures. These miniatures are pretty cool. You know, they got a miniature planet, and like there's these two space babes, some two Jap space babes that they want the kids there because they want to eat their brains because they'll get like all their knowledge or whatever, and they control this other kaiju. You know what? Fuck you. If you say kaiju instead of big monster, you're just a prick. You know, you're just a piece of shit. So this big monster.
You know what else they control, Joe?
With a knife head. This monster has just a knife for a head.
What was its name?
Guiron or something. I don't know. But on the way there, while Gamera's flying to save the kids, we got a fucking song for Gamera. And it's like, Gamera, you're so strong, but it's in Japanese. So it's Gamera, you're Gamera, and you know, Venus, Jupiter, Mars. It's the stupidest fucking song. It's a piece of shit, man. But anyway, Gamera flies over there, gets his ass kicked like he always does by the monster. But then, like they start yelling his name, like Hogan, 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 Gamera, Gamera, Gamera. So Gamera starts lifting his head, and they throw a rock on his head, which was funny as shit to me. But Gamera, you know, when the turtle's on its back, it shouldn't be able to turn over. Gamera doesn't have that problem. He can just turn over and start fighting Knifehead or whatever. The space babes, they fucking turn on each other. This movie's fucking stupid. This is just Gamera movies are fucking dumb. They are fucking dumb.
Oh shit, you forgot to mention the best part. This is besides a turtle flying, this is probably the most gift thing from a Gamera movie. And that's when they have like the little Gamera toy hooked up to, I don't know, like a pull-up set, and he's
Mm-hmm.
just swinging around the
Gamera
motherfucker
does.
like some kind of gymnast.
Hey, and if you notice, Tom's glasses just fell down on his nose a little. That means he's happy. You know? Yeah. So yeah, the kids are like, "Hey, Earth is like bad, but you know, because it's got wars and traffic accidents, but it's not
They
true."
always like just throw in a message at the end of the fucking movie. Oh, I wish we could stop wars and just get along. The end.
Gamera winks.
I thought this one was very entertaining because it was just fucking idiotic as shit.
It
Like
is.
if you want to watch a bad movie that's entertaining, this would be a good one to go to if you're looking for a like a giant monster movie from this era. Uh it's pretty violent. Like I think this is the most violent and dark Gamera movie that we watched yet. It's not the most violent and dark movie in the series by any
Why? Because
means.
the kid
We'll
gets
get
his
to that
head
shit.
shaved. Is that violent or what?
No, because fucking what's his nuts? Fucking knife headed fuck just chops up fucking space guyos like sushi and shit. He just pulls a fucking fatality on that son of a bitch, cuts his arm
Yeah,
off,
Space
cuts his
Jazz
other
does get
arm
his
off,
ass
cuts
kicked
his
real
head
quick.
off.
Um, yeah, it's not fucking good.
I didn't say it was good. I said it was entertaining.
No, I don't think it's entertaining, but I did crack my. Uh, I guess there's one scene where they're talking about something. I guess when they're giving the lesson to the movie, and they cut to Gamera, and Gamera just like nods his head, like yeah, like yes, it's true what these kids are saying. I was just cracking up. Fuck Gamera, he's stupid as shit. Fucking dumbass turtle. Uh,
So there wasn't much in the book about this movie. Like usually so far these movies have been getting a full page worth of words. This one got a half page. We were just like, yeah, they decided to make more movies with a reduced budget. The next 3 movies are going to be like this, so enjoy. So, I
yeah,
guess we got
so
more of the same to look
no,
forward to.
I have the little set with the first 3 movies. I'm glad I didn't buy the fucking big set that you have because you know, these are fucking dumb, man. That's fucking garbage.
I mean, I think it's worth it for the 90s trilogy and Gamera the Braves, all right.
Sure, you do.
I mean, the 90s trilogy is fucking awesome. Like the first one, that's probably the
We'll
best
see,
giant
Tom. We'll see.
monster
Because
movie ever
I'm not
made. We
impressed
will.
yet. And this is what
What?
5 movies in.
Just wait. Just wait. You'll say, hmm, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Now say, are you talking to me?
Well, it's gonna be hard to get
You'll say,
worse. You know.
yeah, I mean that one. I forget if it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago, where it was just the movie compiled of
Last one,
footage from the other
Gamera
movies.
versus Ray Gun or whatever.
Oh, the octopus guy with the
Yeah.
fucking bird's beak. Yeah, that one was easily the worst. But after watching these again, because it's been a minute since I've seen these original Gamera movies, it makes sense why the Mystery Science Theater 3000 crowd likes them. These people are idiots.
Yep.
Joe, you like weddings?
Sometimes, Tom, if it's not interrupted by anything, it could be a beautiful experience. But if you have like some mobster, a hammerhead, busting into the wedding, then well, It's not going to be a good experience for anybody.
Might not even be a great experience.
Nope. So, Spider-Man's, what issue is this? Oh, I have the fucking book outside, I guess.
In the rain, because it sucks.
Leave it out there. I don't care how much it's worth. No, I do have it here.
Lying in the birdcage with it.
This is the helicopter issue of Spider-Man's, I guess you could say.
Not just any helicopter, but this is a key issue, Joe. It has the debut of the Doc Octocopter, you see. Look at that.
So when we left off last month or last week, Spider-Man's got to Dr. Octopus's what is it?
Pussy hole.
Pussy hole where he's
pussy
kept
hole.
Name, and he's marrying her. He's fucking like getting hitched with the bitch. And he thinks, well, how can I bust in here and stop this marriage? Well, he doesn't have to, because Hammerheads, he busts in there and says, hey, you think you're gonna take over the mob from me? I'm taking over the mob. I'm from Chicago, and I'm gonna fucking serve you some Chicago style pizza. And
all his henchmen were dressed like bootleg AIM members when they should have been dressed like fucking meatballs and shit.
Right. And then they're shooting like some sleep gun bullets at people, and our sleep ray like they used in the last Gamera movie, that doesn't fucking work. Because
it wasn't a sleep. Oh shit, we didn't even talk about in the Gamera movies how the fucking the aliens fucking date rape the kids. They just fucking laced their donuts with Bill Cosby drugs and shit.
Mm-hmm. Those kids wanted those donuts, Let that be a lesson.
Just breathe. It had to be so fucking cold there, because every time somebody talked heavily, you just see a big puff of frost pop out of their fucking mouth.
Mm-hmm.
And they got that poor little Japanese boy wearing shorts. Fucking weird. But I was entertained. Back to the wedding, Joe.
So Doc Ock says, hey, I'm taking my bride-to-be out of here because I have this helicopter waiting, that I've just had prepared in case anybody fucks up my wedding. But Hammerheads, he has his own fucking helicopter. So it's the battle of the helicopters here, or whatever. Spider-Man's is jumping from helicopter to helicopter, fighting everybody. And I don't even remember how this ends. I remember it ends by Mary Jane saying, I don't know if I love him. Fuck you. I'm going to go.
Mary Jane drawn like a transensual for some reason.
Yeah. Ross Andrew, like I said, he can't draw for shit. And this is probably the best art we've seen from this dude. And it sucks. And going back to the Gamera thing, that fucking that monster throws fucking shuriken
from his head.
From his head. And I'm gonna call him shuriken because most people call them Chinese stars, but they're fucking from Japan, No, they're fucking a ninja thing. Ninjas are from Japan, you dumb fucks. So calling them Chinese stars, you're just a racist fuck. I'm tired of your racism. The shuriken.
Well, I call them ninja stars.
There you go.
Because I don't want people to think that I'm sneezing if I were to say shuriken. You see, it's like, oh, bless you, my son. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. So anyway, this issue of Spider-Man sucked. It wasn't as bad as a Gamera movie, but it sucked. We're covering a lot of shitty stuff on the show lately.
I'm sorry, Joe can't be president. He's a felon and he wasn't born here. Apologies. True. But he cares for you, Joe. Someone out there does.
Someone.
Out there, out where?
Venus,
so would recommend this issue.
Mars, Jupiter. Fucking stupid shit.
All right, well, tune in next week for another terrible issue.
Another
Can't
terrible
wait to see
Gamera
what.
movie.
Oh, I just want to apologize ahead of time for this list. I'll spend the next week thinking of something good for
Oh
when you
shit! I
ask
better
me
think of
next week.
something for next week. Fuck.
Favorite things that come in boxes.
This is fucking stupid. It was. It was. But so yeah, our top 10 list. Like Tom at the end of last week's show, you knew he didn't have anything, so he texted me top 10 things that come in boxes. It was later that night.
Bags.
So what? Bags?
Bags.
Fuck, I did boxes. Okay, so Tom's doing top 10 things that come in bags. I'm doing top 10 things that come in boxes. And my honorable mentions are what the fuck's this? Beats. Those beat boxes, you know? Yeah. If you have a beat
Rest in
box,
peace, Bismarcky.
beats come in there. Yeah. And then I have messages. Because if you get on a soapbox, you're gonna be sending a message to people. Then I have springs. Because if you have a box spring mattress, there are springs inside it. And then I have fast custom shirts. Because if you order a certain amount, it's going to come in a box. You know, maybe it's going to come in a priority mail flat rate box, or maybe it's going to come in a bigger box if you order more. And then I have masks from DWM Productions because Tom puts them in a box. You know, he has these boxes. These last two are only
I
honorable
have 2 boxes left.
because Lisa said, "What are y'all just sucking each other's dick on this show?" And I was like, "Well, yes, but you're right. So I'm just going to have these be honorable mentions and not number 1 and number 2."
Well, instead of being a raging homophobe, you could have just gave my excuse and said, "Well, you know, I put them as honorable mentions because if we put them on the list, of course our shit would be
I'm not
number
the
1."
homophobe. Lisa's the homophobe.
Women can't be homophobic, Joe.
I guess not. I guess, yeah, whatever.
So my favorite things that come in bags, honorable mentions, are nuts and bolts and other hardware that you can go down the hardware aisle and they have a couple sets already in those little bags hanging up. It's convenient and it helps. You don't have to dig through bins and pick out the separate pieces that you need to match them up. It helps. And then I have purchases from stores. If you go to a reputable store, they're not just going to throw the shit at you after you pay for it. They're going to put it in a bag and then hand you the bag. Or if you go to fucking flop houses, they're going to say, "Oh, get one of those boxes from the fucking stack over there and just put your fucking garbage in it, you sap." I
Yeah.
don't shop at such places, Joe. And then I have cold cuts from the deli. They're cold and they're cut and they're luncheon meats and they put it in a little bag most of the time with that store's branding on it. Or it'll say something like, "Thank you. You know, you know." And then I have bags of salad. It's very convenient that they have these bags of salad that you don't have to buy all the different stuff you want in it and chop it up and all that. Very convenient. And finally, I have masks from www.dwnproductions.net because before they go in the box, they go in a bag. So, in case they rub up against the inside of the box during transit, the paint won't wear off. And those, Joe, those are my honorable mentions.
My number 10 of things that come in boxes, your shoes. When you buy a pair of shoes, they give you a box. And you can, do whatever you want with that box. You can like put trading cards in it or whatever. You can throw the motherfucker away. But they're gonna come in a box. Shoes. Everybody needs shoes.
Not people without feet.
Mm-hmm.
Some call them diabetics. Others
Wow.
call them unlucky. Joe, my number 10 of things that come in bags are the bodies of dead children. Oh, seriously, though, those sexy little fuckers should have made number 1.
Number 9 of my top 10 things that come in boxes is sets of movies. Box sets. Like the All the Haunts BRs set. Or the forthcoming DWN Productions set. Which we'll get to that later.
One day. I think they're all separate releases, Joe, but we'll see. Excuse me. My number 9 of things that come in bags are tortillas. I prefer the corn, but both kinds, all 3 kinds. You got the corn tortillas, you got the flour tortillas, and then you got the combination flour and corn tortillas, and those are the worst tortillas of all. Don't care for those. I'm team corn. Number 9. What, you're looking at me like, I'll get my tortillas out of a box, boy.
No, I don't. But what I do get out of a box, or what I did, is my number 8 things that come in boxes, which is classic Halloween costumes. Because they came in a box, they had a little like window so you could see the mask of the costume you were buying. They don't have that anymore, Tom. They don't have that anymore.
They do, Joe.
No, well, I mean, we looked at it last year.
The line.
Like we tried to do something like that. That didn't work out. But hey, for the 5 of you that got it, yeah.
9. Joe, my number 8 are the marinated meats from HEB. My favorite, the fajita and the
chicken?
Cilantro lime chicken.
Or the...
Yes. The fajita would be beef because there is no chicken fajitas.
There isn't.
That's just a chicken taco, Joe.
But it says that, though.
Yeah, but that's for fucking ignorant crackers.
Right. Yeah. There's a lot of you out there, too. At number 7 of our top 10 things that come in boxes.
Yours.
I have Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its are fucking amazing. And they come in a box. Can I get a hell yeah for Cheez-Its? Hell yeah.
My number 7 of things that come in bags is the big bag of chicken wings. You ever see those big bags of chicken wings, Joe?
The Tyson? Yes.
I don't give a fuck who makes them. A lot of companies make them. But they come in big bags.
I only eat the Mike Tyson ones.
All right.
At number 6 of things that come in boxes, I have lunches. You ever heard of a box lunch, Tom?
Just said it.
It's also slang for pussy. So
it is. My number 6 is back issues of comic books because any reputable store will put that shit with not only a board, but they'll put that comic and board in a bag. So I have back issues of comics. Number 6.
At number 5, I have board games. They come in a box. You know, it's got to be the size of the board. It's fucking yeah, board game.
I do know, Joe. I do know. My number 5 are flips. Not Filipinos, but they do come in bags when they die. But I'm talking about the chocolate covered pretzels, Joe. They come in foil bags that are shiny and blue with pictures of the pretzels on the outside. Delicious. Flips. You fucking flips.
So at number 4, I have comics. Because if you go to any reputable comic book store, they're going to put that comic in a bag, they're going to put it in a board, and then they're going to put it in a comic box. And not only that, they may also have a pull box service where they're going to hold your comics in a box behind the counter and like, hey, you're going to go in there. Hey, my name's Tom Martino. Can I get my stuff? And you're like,
I think it's box 85.
Yeah, so box 85. Yes, here's all your Venom shit. You know,
And
yes,
some Archies.
your, Flash Thompson sucks the world. Yeah, so
His jaw must be tired.
mhm.
His fucking legs are. He don't have no knees. Luckily, he's sitting down in that chair. He doesn't have to go anywhere. They just got to put the fucking brake locks on his chair and walk towards him with his pants down.
Tom's thought about this a lot.
Ooh, that's sexy Flash Thompson. Number 4, Joe. I have Halloween candy. Not only does it come in a bag from the store, but they open that bag, put it in a bowl, and then when the children's come to the door, they put it in another bag. Can you believe it? I can, because I've been trick-or-treating before.
At number 3, I have bullets. They come in a box. God damn, don't you want to get them out of that box? Load up that gun and put it to your head and just say later.
No, Joe, you need to find help. Probably Christ. Help from Christ. That would be my suggestion. Turn to the Lord. Number 3, I have my dick when I used condoms. Because it came in a bag, you see. Bum, 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 bum. But now, since condoms are only for gay people, I don't wear them anymore. Bum, 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 bum. Number 3.
And number 2 of things that come in a box, I have pizza. When you order a pizza, it comes in a box. You know, and I'm thinking to myself, hey, that pizza box industry, fuck, man, that's a good fucking deal. You know, like, why didn't I get into that instead of making t-shirts? You know, because these pizza places, they're just going to keep ordering boxes, right? Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I was watching this movie recently, and this lady got a pizza delivered. And when the pizza delivery guy was showing her the pizza to make sure it was right. There wasn't a pizza in it, Joe. You know what was in that box? A penis. A penis was in that box, Joe.
Hmm.
I don't think she mind because she still ate it.
So, I mean, Tom, for a guy who doesn't watch porn, like you're pretty fucking knowledgeable about all these porn things, like the pizza thing. You were talking about people getting stuck in dishwashers or something the other day.
Stuck in dishwashers.
You know?
It was a laundry dryer, Joe.
Okay.
Isn't that what you just had to replace?
Yes, I did.
You can't even remember your own goddamn storyline.
So yeah, so I'm guessing you research a lot of porn. I'm not saying watch, but you research a lot of porn.
I watch movies, Joe.
Okay.
Isn't this a movie podcast?
Cinema. Yes. All right. So Tom, you're number two.
Yes.
You're number
My
two.
number
Things that come in
two.
boxes.
My number two is surprising that it's not number one. And they could come in boxes. However, the shape that I like comes in a bag. However, this shape can also come in a box, Joe. But I buy mine in a bag. And those are noodles. Preferably linguine. You know why I like linguine?
I'm wondering why you like linguine in a bag as opposed to a box.
You get more in a bag, and it's cheaper. I shop smart, Joe.
What about shells?
I'm not a big fan. I would rather have ravioli if we were doing a stuffed pasta. Shells are a bit much of a work for what they are, Joe. If you just want to look like a fancy cracker, then maybe whip up some shells, but I'm good with ravioli. Here's something else, Joe. Not a fan of tortellini either. I know. Man of God, as long as the tube's big enough and I can fit up in
Wait,
there,
would you call me man of what?
a man of God.
Okay.
Man, I love putting that man of God in my mouth. Let me tell you, who fucking wops. Joe, number one.
My number one of things that come in boxes would be beer. You get a 12 pack, you get an 18 pack, and in some cases now you get a 4-pack in a box. You know, with those fancy beers and shit.
Pseudo stew.
What would my life be without beer? Probably like I'd be healthy. But anyway,
Doing better, run a
beer.
successful business.
Yeah. I would probably would have, I don't know, shot myself before passing out because of beer. I don't know. Yeah, I'd be dead. So I don't know.
Well, if these lists have taught our listeners or viewers anything, it's that we're both miserable fucks and need substances to get through life, Joe, because my number one is weed. I know it comes in jars for most places now when you buy it from the stores and whatnot, but I'm still getting mine in bags, buddy. So, shout out to being miserable pricks and needing a little substance to get through our day. We were having fun, and then it just got real dark.
So join us next week when we talk about our top 10 favorite pets from movies, books,
Favorite
cartoons,
movie, favorite
whatever the
pop
fuck.
culture pets.
Pets, yes.
All right. Now watch Joe just name all these broads on leashes.
Watch
Can't
Tom
wait.
talk about the times he was petted by an uncle or something.
So the 18th time I was molested by Philip. Head on over to olddwnproductions.net. Put it in order for something. You know why? Because you fucking deserve it. That's why. If you head on over to the DWN Productions Facebook or Instagram page, I have a picture of a handful of masks I have ready to go that I am doing 20% off the website price. Only one of each at that price. And those masks that are in the picture, I will update them as they are sold. And then after that, you can
Go to fastcustomshirts.com. I'm busy, but we're getting shit knocked out, left and right. We're sending orders. We're getting it going on fast. Holy, oh, well, I don't know. Just go order some shit and it'll get to you.
Well, everybody, I hope you guys have a much better week than we're gonna have.
It's gonna suck.
And I truly mean that. Until next time, boy gob.